welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Peach State. Welcome to Georgia, where Freddie Falcon soars from the rafters inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium, just west of downtown Atlanta. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Atlanta Falcons. On the Philly sideline, there's head coach Nick Sirianni. His team hitting a rough spot in the schedule. They've lost 3 in a row coming in. On the other side, you've got the head coach of the Falcons. His guys come in off what he described as a strong week of practice, looking to put one in the win column in front of these home fans. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, alongside Greg Olson, the kicker, Brandon Aubrey. Set for the start. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. They're led out by the MVP of Super Bowl 59 at quarterback, Jalen Hurts.
I love watching a player of any position come back after a bad game. I think it really just speaks to their mental toughness and their ability to grind, because the reality is, if you can only play well when things are going your way, you're not going to play very long in the NFL. So I am very interested to see, Mike, what sort of approach does this guy come into today's game with, saying, last week is over, I'm going to remain aggressive, I'm going to put my team on my back, and go out there and do whatever I have to do to get a win.
He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains. An early test here for that offensive line, and they come through. They're going to have to continue to find space in the ground game for their running backs to continue to move the chain. So nice job there. Give them a lot of credit. Now the question is, what is the adjustment on the defensive side of the ball in the next third down situation?
And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
This one brought in by Brown. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Go. On play action, here's Hurts. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
So the hope is, when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Down the field and intercepted. That's the safety, Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
The Falcons set to take over here on offense. They'll be led out by the quarterback now in his 4th NFL campaign.
When you have a chance to kind of poke around the locker room, Mike, and talk to the coaches and the players, and you say, how would you best describe your quarterback? The word perfectionist, it seems to come up pretty often, and it's pretty clear to see why. He was not happy throwing that pick last week, and otherwise it was an incredible stat line. So That's the drive that allows him to just continuously improve week in and week out. And I'm anxious to see what a better performance even looks like here today.
It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Cougar 19.
He'll drop to throw. And he's able to take this for good yardage before sliding and hitting the deck to end the play.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Tag! 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Go!
They'll try to run for it with Robinson.
And the ability to continue to sustain these drives and maintain possession, these third downs are so critical, Mike, because every time an offensive play caller gets a fresh set of downs to work with, there's just more opportunities to continue to try to strike deep and go to score.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
What you see there is really the key to a good free safety blitz. Time the snap so that the offense cannot determine that you're rushing. It's exactly what happened here. He's able to bring the ball carrier down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Another run here for Robinson. And he'll take this to about the 46-yard line. Christian Izzian there to bring him down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 8.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Warrior 70. Ready.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts getting set for their next possession. And he's been a nightmare for defenses trying to contain him all year. The NFL's leader in rushing yards at the quarterback position. Here's Hurts. He'll take this himself. That one is snuffed out. Going to lose yardage. Back to the 3.
You know, Mike, it's funny, when you're facing these really elite defensive linemen, sometimes it's easier to make them the read guy rather than actually try to block them. Unfortunately, they're elite for a reason, and sometimes they're still able to make the play like we saw here.
They'll run it here with Saquon. And they'll only manage to pick up 3 yards, and that leads to third down.
Taken down at his own 7-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
Now Hurts. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Here comes the Eagles punt team, as he'll take this a yard or 2 into his own end zone. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Falcons offense ready to take over for their second possession. They'll start with a short field, looking for the first points in this contest. They'll begin 1st and 10.
On the ready. Let's go. Bronco 80.
On the carry, this is Tyler Algier. He'll work forward for a couple. Smile Munden is there on the stop.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
They'll go right back to Algier. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ready, set.
3rd and 5.
Tag. 70 Timberwolves. Ready,
They'll look to throw. Open man, he's got it. It's London. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
Mike, I don't really even think this is much of a conversation. On the plus side of the 50, I think you've got to keep your offense on the field, stay aggressive, and try to maintain possession. You get field position like this, you want to make sure this drive ends with some sort of points.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's taken in. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
To the goal line and in. Great London. Touchdown Atlanta. For quarterbacks, there are so many stats we use to measure a good season. This is one of them. 30 touchdowns. That was number 30 on the year. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Falcons will take a 7-0 lead.
Falcons 7, Eagles 0.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away.
The Eagles take over.
Nick Sirianni, the Super Bowl winning coach of the Eagles. His guys ready for their next possession. And it's been a rocky start. An interception on the first drive and then a punt the last time they had it. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Going downfield, right side, and it's gone. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Big-time play for Philly. 37 yards. Hurts going to fire this one out to Smith. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. From 23, here's 2nd and 5.
The Falcons 23.
On the ground, this is Barkley. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
He'll try and get there on the ground. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
Those plays are killers for a defense. You think you have the quarterback hemmed in. You think you have a chance for your pass rush to get you off the field. Instead, he gets away, picks up some tough yards, and sets his team up first and goal.
A second effort, and he is in. A.J. Brown. Touchdown. Eagles. It's his third touchdown catch this year.
The extra point is good. That ties the game at 7.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has come out of the gates hot. He's been on target with his throws, and that's reflected in those numbers as he'll look to keep it going here. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. Here's a 2nd and 3 from the 33.
Here we go, here we go. Cowboy 80. Motion. Get up.
Now, faking the give. Open man downfield, that's London. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A pickup there of 28 yards.
I love this call. My defense is thinking run here. It's 2nd and short, so they go with play action. Leads to an easy first down. Really well done.
Ready.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Ready. Gravity Lions.
He'll look to throw. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Get up.
Now 2nd and 10.
That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
Here we go. Shot. Go.
Out of the gun. He'll throw. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. It is a big play there for the Falcons. 33 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Panther 60. Ready.
They'll look to throw yet again. This is hot toward the side of the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Falcons will move out to a 14-7 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. And in motion is Brown. Hurts using the pop pass. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. 14-7 is our score. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. Eagles in possession to start the second quarter. They've got it 2nd and 1 coming up. The RPO, that one is complete. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and that will lead to a second down. Hurts will try it again. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And it looks like he's going to come up just short of the first down. Out of bounds, a yard shy of what they needed. They'll have to pick it up on 3rd down. They'll try to run here with Barkley. 14 on the pickup. First down, Philadelphia.
And that's a heck of a run there on 3rd and 1. So often these backs, they're just thinking, all right, just get 1 yard, pick up the first down. But not this guy. He's thinking, I know where the marker is, but I'm going to pick up as many yards after that as I can. That's exactly what he does. First set of downs.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Hurts to throw. Right back to Brown. He's got it again. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
4th down and 1.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. Oh, he's trying to get low. Push forward. I don't think he got there. He did not. He is short. And they've turned it over on downs.
Let's go now. Let's go.
They'll start on the ground with Algier. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down, they need 7.
Here we go. Shot. Cooking the Cowboy 80. Let's go.
He'll go again here with Algier. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line.
Ready, set.
This is 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6.
Ready. Bronco 80.
They'll throw out of the gun. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. Nick Sirianni, the Super Bowl winning coach of the Eagles. His guys ready for their next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. They'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. yards.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
On second down, Hurts. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Jalen Walker in there to bring him down for his 7th sack of the year.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that second down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3 and out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
Now a deep ball looking for Brown. Whoa. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Intercepted. The Falcons take over 1st and 10.
Well, but this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth. He certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll have a short field, looking to build on the lead.
Hiking ain't pretty.
They'll run with Robinson. Open space to the 35. And he will get into the end zone. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown Atlanta. That touchdown puts him in double digits. Now 10 rushing touchdowns on the season. On for the PAT is Aubrey. He gets it to go, and the Falcons will take a 21-7 lead.
Eagles 7.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Williams now to return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. He's going to try it here again. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. It is a big play for the Eagles. 41 yards.
A 41-yard gain. And an Eagles 1st down.
Hurts going to keep it on the option. And he'll go into the slide there. It'll be a gain of a couple.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going in the short game. And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
He's got his man. It's Smith. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
Hurts to the air on 1st down. That's to the end zone, where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be 2nd down now.
No toe, sir. Hey, let's go. Trimmer. No.
Again, Hurts. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
And you see the coach on the sideline just kind of shake his head. He's got to have a conversation with his quarterback to just make better decisions. I mean, that was almost his third interception of the game. He's got to just take a deep breath. Don't continue to force throws into bad spots. Take what's there, find the open target, and maintain possession.
Left side, it's caught by Brown. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make.
Fourth down, here's Hurts. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to have that first down. They didn't want to settle for 3. And now it's first and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Saquon is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. Elliott on now for the PAT.
Touchdown, Eagles.
The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here comes Drake London, the rest of that Atlanta offense getting set to take over once more. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers.
Go! Ready?
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Into space at the 45. And they will finally run him down. So a big one there to start the drive. 31 yards.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
Ready? Cougar 19. Ready?
Back to throw. To the right. That's Pitts. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first, and they'll get together prior to this second down play.
Let's
go now.
We'll get this to Pitts once more. And they'll move it down to the 11-yard line. He's out of bounds there. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a first down to go with it. Still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11.
Viking 18.
Here's Robinson, and not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back.
And he's able to find a crease, get ahead for 7. He'll bring up third down.
And you you talk about a guy who's been running with a purpose here in the first half, Mike. I mean, not only hitting the holes and accelerating through them, but as the numbers telling you, he might be on his way to a big, big ball game.
Okay, break. 19, 18, come 19, come 19, 60 by 6.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And he is close to the pileup, but they say he's not in. But he's got the next best thing. No touchdown, but a first down. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Robinson, and he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6. So the Eagles will use their first time out here. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Pretty big swing here in the mindset of the defense. Before the play, you're thinking, man, we're on the 1-yard line. Pretty likely that it ends with a touchdown. But instead, you send them back 5 yards, and your chances of holding them to 3 just go up.
Past the 60, past the 60.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. That one taken in. Drake London. Touchdown Falcons. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 10 and 11 on the year. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Now Aubrey for the extra point. It's up and through. And Falcons have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game.
14.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here's Williams on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down 23-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Rush comes, they're setting up the screen. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. 3rd and 6.
On the coverage.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Here comes Drake London. The rest of that Atlanta offense getting set to take over once more. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender at him, maybe. Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense has tried in the first half, it hasn't worked.
70 Timberwolves.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He fires downfield for Pitts. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
Here we get Buffalo 18. Viking 18.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
Falcons go ahead and take their second timeout. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in their second quarter. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Back to the air one more time. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
And 10.
Come on, come on. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go.
They'll look to throw again. It's into traffic, but taken in. And he's going to have the first down. They're also in field goal range at the 28-yard line.
The Falcons, first down.
Ready, ready. Ready, ready. Hey, ready.
He'll look to throw. Open man. That's Dante Thornton. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Ready.
The ball still at the 8-yard line for second down and goal.
Let's go. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Now they'll set up to throw. That is caught, and he's in. Bijan Robinson, touchdown Atlanta. He had the touchdown run earlier, now add a TD reception. He has done it again. That is 4 touchdown passes in this first half. Greg, he might skip halftime with the way he's performing right now.
Yeah, Mike, this passing attack is just really unstoppable. I mean, it is just remarkable the success he's been able to have. We're not even at halftime yet. He finds himself on record pace. I can't wait to see what he does the rest of this game.
Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Falcons add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead.
Eagles, 14.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. On the return, it's Williams. Solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. On first down, it's Hurts.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Second down throw for Hurts. He'll get that out to Barkley. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. On third down, it's Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Our look around the NFL starts now. In the Pacific Northwest, the Seahawks at home to take on the Saints. And this is the Saints quarterback. Touchdown from 20 yards away. The Saints come away with the victory as they get back to 500, standing 6-6. From there, why don't we go to Cleveland? Let's check in on the Browns as they're hosting the Dallas Cowboys. And this is the Browns wideout. It's fired deep downfield. He's right there to secure it. 75 yards this one goes. The catch and run for the score. The Browns use a late score to celebrate the come-from-behind victory. One more for you. Let's go to SoFi Stadium. It's the Rams taking on the Miami Dolphins. And it's the Rams quarterback, a touchdown pass from 15 yards away. The Rams have no problems in this one. They get it done in blowout fashion. With that, we take a look at the rest of what's going on here in week number 13. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive, a one-sided affair through 2 quarters. As we send you back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.